How are you? I look like Batman. Like, welcome. Hey, what's up, Mountain Stars?
Anyway, how is your sex life?
Very good. Thank you for asking me. Nothing's going on, but that's what happens when you just have a newborn. But I'm very good though. Thank you for asking me. All right. Hello. I'm Golden One Inc. and I'm gonna start off this podcast. This stream with like a little podcast episode. I'm doing my own little thing where I talk for at least 20 minutes before every stream instead of going straight into Smash Bros. So, Mountain Stars, always a pleasure to see you, man. And I'll tell you about this shirt. My logo is over here. Um, my wife was working for an ad agency for a little bit, and Lyft was one of them that they had to go around sponsoring. So they got a couple of free shirts. There was another company that had taco
I don't care.
for sale. Oh, Neo. They had tacos for sale. So we had another one that says tacos, nacho tacos. And anyway, hello, Neo Venom. Thank you for coming in. I wanted to say hello to you. I'm just doing just talking for now. We call this Golden One Inch just talking for now. And, I wanted to get a little into me personally because I want to do a podcast. I said that in my first episode. And I want to talk about myself a little bit so you get to know me a little bit more. I use a black and white filter with a little tint of color. There's a tint of color. Just because, I love photography, I love art. And honestly, the painting looks awesome behind me in black and white. Whew. Anyway, I love black and white photography. I think that's the most artistic way to do photography. So I figured it was fitting to make my camera black and white also. If you look in the top row behind me, those are all black and white, even those pictures in the corner. It's hard to point with the pictures are mirrored weird. Yo, Barty, thank you for coming in. Mount Stars, Neo Venom. Shout outs to you guys. I love you guys, alright? Clerks was in black and white. That's true, Neo. Thanks for even texting that. And one of my brother-in-law's favorite movies, right? He actually came to New York to visit us for the first time. Gets to meet my, meet my family and everything. And he went to New York City a lot and traveled into different kind of breweries. Had a great time in New York. And one of the things that he wanted to do was go to New Jersey to Clerks. He took his girlfriend, very serious girlfriend, to New Jersey in the middle of September. He took a ferry ride and a bus to go to New Jersey, to go to the deli and Clerks. And we asked her, did she enjoy it? And she was like, that was the worst trip idea ever. But if you know this guy, he loves rock and roll, the quick stop, yeah. He loves rock and roll and everything. And he's such a rocker at heart. And he's such a brewery kind of guy. Really cool guy. Me and him get along great, man. And before I continue, let me tell you a quick joke that he said. It was so funny, dude. There's this kind of flower that we're growing in our backyard. And according to what kind of soil you use, the flowers can change different colors. Usually you see, it's like that little, I don't know what it's called, but it's that flower that blooms white and everything. And it can be purple, it can be blue, it can be red. And mine turned from white to a dark red. And he goes, well, now you know the color of when dog pisses in it. I thought that was mad clever of him. I was like, that's true. I think that rental store, Mountain Stars asked if there was a rental store next to the Quick Stop, and yeah, it closed down though. It's not a rental store anymore. So what up, Schizo? Schizo's here now. I got a Christmas cactus as work on my desk. That's sprouting mad flowers. Beautiful, dude. That's what you need, man. You need that kind of like, it's good to have plant life in your life because you're gonna progress with that. You're growing something, and that's why I think growing a garden is so important. You're growing something to become better and better each and every day. Just like yourself, Schizo. Schizo Live. I used to watch your streams, man. You played not World of Warcraft. I forget what game you played, but you introduced me to a computer game. I hope you text it to us so I can remember. Or is it World of Warcraft? It's not WoW. No, they weren't playing hockey, but they do. There was like a garden on the roof of that quick stop. All right. Tarkov and Plasmophobia. I don't think that's the game I was thinking of. It was that computer game where you're trying to pick up territories, and you're playing online against like 3 other people. You played as that guy that looked like Scorpion. He had that whip attack. He pulled people in. No, it's a very famous game. Huh? Yo, come on. I'm about to look it up. World. What is that game that you're playing like all the time? World of Warships? No. Oh boy. Mortal Kombat? No, it's not Mortal Kombat, dude. Yeah, I saw the Mortal Kombat 2. That's sick, dude. No, it's a third person. You're clicking in the direction that you want the player to move in. And then you're having him attack. Not Duke Nukem. Myron Stars is in love with Duke Nukem. And League of Legends, yes. Oh gosh, that's embarrassing to spend that long waiting to find a real answer. League of Legends. You played as that Scorpion guy that like pulled people in to like vanquish them. Tresh. Yes, there you go. You're Scorpion in a hood. League of Legends. All right. Have you guys ever played Zelda? That's my question, yo. Have you guys ever played Zelda? Spend time with that game? Because right now, I am on a mission, dude, to play all the Zelda games. And I even went as deep as playing Hyrule Warriors Legend on the 3DS. Let me show you something, guys. I'm playing League of Legends on the 3DS. I was able to flip the camera, and there was a cool character, Linkle's in it, which is pretty dope. But this is the exact same game that's on the Wii U. It's like it's exactly the same. It's even the same missions where I'm just doing the same kind of mindless mashing and attacking, and it's like, ugh. But anyway, I'm on a mission, and I'm gonna do it. And the only thing that's different in this game was this little girl character called Linkle. Pretty interesting. I haven't played it yet, but you can see her right there. Linkle. That's the best name they could come up with, a female Link. Linkle. Alright. I hope you enjoyed that view of my feet. It was hidden. I don't know if you guys saw the view of my feet.
How are you?
I did that view one time, and I was in my boxer shorts. That was not smart, but it was pretty funny because I was streaming live. Are you playing games on your old-fashioned personalized organizer? That is pretty much what a 3DS is, because you can't even download anything on the 3DS anymore. It is a Twilight Princess Picross game that I want to download and play because I like Picross, and plus it's Zelda. But you can't download any more games on it. And here's another funny story. But before I get into that, let's say what up to Gargan. How are you? I'm good, man. How are you? We're doing my little podcast thing for now until I get into gaming. And I'll do a quick attempt on the 10 wins in a row with Ike. But let's talk a little bit. Good, I'm glad you're okay, man. Zelda is not a frog, Mountain Stars. Zelda has to be a dude. Neo says, Neo, since he is doing all the work, feel me? Wow, that is a terrible thing to say, Venom. You play... Okay, so now we're back. So, now what I was telling you about my 3DS. I'm playing Hyrule Warriors Legends, okay? And when I bought the game used, it's all beat. Like, Link is maxed out. Linkle is even maxed out. I'm like, who the hell is Linkle? The game is beat completely. And I'm like going through the options to delete. And I can't delete anything. So now I'm like going through different options, going out of the cartridge, going into the settings of 3DS, seeing if I can like delete it from the inside out, if you know what I'm saying. And I can't. So now I'm Googling, how can I restart my file on the 3DS Hyrule Warriors? And it says press all the buttons at the start screen. I'm doing it, it's not working. It says you need to update the game in order to have this option. In the beginning of starting off this game, it says upgrade required. Upgrade required. Mountain Stars, no, I did not try the Konami code. Anyway, they developed this game and created it without the option to erase and reset, which is terrible for reselling. And also, what if you want to replay the game? You can't. So I thought that was kind of crazy that the developers forgot that simple option of erasing and restarting. Luckily enough, the 3DS allows you to do upgrades on your games. You can't buy any new games, but you can upgrade your games. And I was luckily able to do so. And I'm starting this game again from the beginning. And it's the exact same game that I've just played on the Wii U and beat. And yeah, pretty cool. 3D's nuts. Anyway, so now I'm playing Hyrule Warriors. And it's Dynasty Warriors with Zelda games. I never ever cared for Hyrule Warriors. I knew exactly what kind of game it was when it was first introduced to me. It's just mashing and attacking. And my friend was like, yo, play 2 players with me. My cousin Howard. And I was like, nah, I'm good, dude. Like, this is just too plain and simple for me. I need to like play Smash Bros. Or like at least Guitar Hero to hang out with you, man. My cousin Howard is the man though, because he would even play NHL 10 on the EA Sports because I asked him to, and it was so much fun playing 2 players together. Sport games together they're awesome. It's a lot of fun. So now I'm on pursuit to beat all the Hyrule Warrior games. I beat 1 on the Wii U. I'll beat the 3DS pretty quick because that's it says that the playthrough is like a roughly 10-hour playthrough, and it's right because each level takes about like 40 minutes and there's about 12 levels. You get to play as Ganon, and playing as Ganon is a lot of fun. He can kick ace, and he progresses the story to the point where you play as Link and Zelda at the end to beat Ganondorf again. And it's cool that you get to play as all these different characters. And there's different options in the game that I just haven't explored yet. Because I just want to get the storyline done. But I think since the Wii U and the 3DS are the same kind of game, I'm going to at least explore the different options on the 3DS. There's like a retro looking game. Anyway, that's enough about that. But now, Zelda to me, Nintendo did that shit on purpose with not being able to clear games. I think it was a Hyrule Warrior. I think it was a Dynasty Warriors thing, to tell you the truth. Because if you ever look at like Zelda games, the options like right below the start of the game, it's like erase, where like a kid could just do that. Like, hey, can I come play your Zelda game? I'm like, yeah, sure, come play it. And then they're erased. Like, I wanted to start all over. That's the worst. That's definitely happened to me, especially even like Pokemon games. So easy to delete. You're like in the start of the thing, like continue, erase. Thanks for the, thank you, Mountain Stars. I've been working on that little kid voice for a while. Can I play your 3DS, please? So Zelda really came into my life. Like I played the one on the Super Nintendo. I played on NES. I even played like Link's Adventure. I played Legend of Zelda on the NES, and I never beat it when I first played it because I was like, all right, I get it. I played it on the Super Nintendo at my cousin's house because I didn't have that game, but he did. And I was like, all right, cool, this is cool. And we were actually progressing in that game in his basement when we were growing up. And then one Christmas morning, I got a Nintendo 64, dude. One of the best Christmas of my life. Like, I woke up, I didn't even know what a Nintendo 64 was. I woke up sleeping next to the tree that morning. Like, I unfolded my couch to sleep next to my tree. And my mom just came up behind me and she was like, oh, there's one more present. And she got me the N64. I had no idea what the N64 was, but I knew it was Nintendo. And I like instantly was overjoyed, crying, like, oh my God, you got me this, you got me Nintendo. Because my brother had the NES, my brother had the Super Nintendo, and I got the N64. And I got this console, right? I hooked it up, and it didn't come with any games. I just had the console with 0 games, dude. Yeah, I guess that was that Christmas story beginning. I'll call that the beginning. I didn't ask for a Red Ryder BB gun, but I didn't even ask for the N64. But they knew I loved Nintendo. But that night, I went to my cousin's house for the Christmas party, and they got me Super Mario 64, and that was just a game changer for me, man. Just like seeing this in 3D, and my brother's of course holding the controller, and he's running around in circles. I was like, this is amazing. This is like the most amazing thing. I must have got 120 stars in Super Mario Brothers like 5 times because I was really into that game. And now that game is still relevant, dude. That game is so relevant. It's such a big speedrun game. It's like voted the greatest game ever, I think, in some of these top 10 video games of the world.
Psych.
You know what I'm saying? But one of my second game was The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. And that was a game changer, dude. That was a serious game changer because I was progressing. I was just that age where I could understand what I was doing with the controller. It took me forever to get those 3 like diamonds, whatever they're called, you know. I got the Deku Tree, I beat it, and then it took me forever to get to the mountain because you're exploring so much. I didn't beat Link to the Past yet, man. I never had it on the Super Nintendo. I had a couple games on Super Nintendo, but not much. That was my brother's system, Neo. And so, I'm playing. I get to that. I get to that point where you get the sword from the church. We call that the church, the Temple of Time. Mountain Star says, "I hope you never played the dummy Mass Zelda game. Whoever designed the graphics in that game did a horrible job. That Zelda game was a masterpiece, dude. That's one of my top favorite Zelda games for sure. And I'll get into that Zelda game too. Why not? That's a great Zelda game, dude. I'll I'll stream it just for Mountain Stars now. I'll tell him it's Duke Nukem. I'll put that as a category. Duke Nukem. All right. So now he turns into adult Link, and it's like a different world, dude. And when you get out of the Temple of Time and you're seeing these zombies come at you, I swear to you guys, I shut off the N64 and walked away from my room. I was like, I thought I beat this game. I spent all that time getting those temples, and now it's like a whole new game. I turned off the game and like walked downstairs. I took a glass of water and I went back upstairs and turned it back on. And the coolest thing about that game was after you beat like a temple, and this is like the MO in most Zelda games, you get a new weapon, whether it's like a hook shot, a bow and arrow, a slingshot, you know? And once you get these items, you get to explore different parts of the world. So after every temple, I would go around the whole map, explore everything, go back to Lenlon Ranch, talk to Malon, or Malone, whatever you're going to call her. And, you know, she was my girl growing up, dude. The milk farmer girl, Malon, she was my girl, yo. Redhead that could sing in the fields. La la la. No, Amaranth. There's something Neo jokingly asked, not Amaranth. If you guys know who Amaranth is, she's a gorgeous girl, but there's nothing behind the eyes. It's like not Matlock the farmer, Mountain Stars. Well, anyway, I don't know. There's something about Amaranth, and like, there's no engagement with the chat. She's just like, all I have to do is show cleavage and be in front of the camera, and it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't get the appeal. But that's just me. I know she's obviously very beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I know that's the appeal. But I don't know. There's only so long I can like look at something. Anyway, I'm going. Every time I look at chat, it breaks away from the topic for sure. Let's give shout outs to Amaranth, you know what I'm saying? So you guys can go check her out. I follow Amaranth, I'm not going to lie. But I'll glance in, that's about it. Because that's what you do, you know? Oh, she has a secret birthday stream. What? Yeah, it's Zelda. It's, you know, part of who I am, you know, like Golden One Inc. It's Golden Link. And Golden is the park that I grew up by. It morphed me. It made me a skateboarder. It made me a baller. It made me a shot caller. It made me a photographer. I used to take photos in there. And Zelda, I got the Triforce tattoo on my shoulder. That's my first tattoo, man. So, it's Golden One Inc. is what they gave me. Yeah, I won ink. Golden One Ink. And you know what? I like art. Black and white is inkish. It's perfect. It works. One, because I'm just rambling on right now. That's what happens when I look at chat, man. So, Now, you beat, Ocarina of Time is probably my favorite Zelda game of all time. I even beat it recently on the 3DS, and the graphics are actually updated on the 3DS better than the N64. And there's a Unreal Engine of this game, actually, which looks phenomenal, and I will download that in a second to play it.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
I'll actually stream that if that actually happens.
Let me talk to your mother.
Yeah, let me show you guys real quick, alright? Let me show you. Doesn't that look like phenomenal? The Scatula guy? That you have to get 100 Scatulas to...
Daddy, and what does
He is the daddy, actually. That's a funny thing. The Super Saiyan thing that you're looking for, Schizo, is a redemption. You gotta go into redemptions. But, so you gotta get 100 Scatulas in the map. Really hard to find. And getting 100 only gives you 500 rupees whenever you want. You'll never need those rupees by that time. What are you gonna buy then? Nothing. It's like the most pointless, like, ender prize. I'd rather just give you another outfit. If they gave you like a gold outfit for Link, I would go for the 100 Scatulas. Alright, let's get out of here. Come on, play a little bit. Look at that grass, dude. Imagine playing this game to cut grass that nice. Yo, the spider did look creepy as F, but like, look at that water, dude. Look at that guy. Link just turns Dominican. And Ganondorf looks like a lovely mother. Nah, it's okay. That's what it's there for. Very cool, right? Very cool. So I hope that comes into, hope that comes out and we can all play it. It's all good, Schizo. I'm happy you did it. It actually worked out. And now let's talk about Majora's Mask. Mountain Star's favorite game. The coolest thing about Majora's Mask is you're in a town and you actually get to know every single person in that town. It's like almost like your own little world that you actually really fully dive into and get to know these people. These become your friends. You help out every single person in that town on your own little mission, one day or another, and you get something for it. There's not a thing that's just pointless. It all has a purpose in Majora's Mask. Thank you, man. Thank you, Neo. That's good timing.
I don't care.
That's why you gotta beat that game.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. I'm also in the middle of playing Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity.
But I really don't care.
And the cool thing about that game is it's mindless. So it's an okay game to go to sleep to. When you're playing Super Smash Bros., there's no way you can sleep right away. You're like so built up. You're like, dude, I gotta go to another fight right now. But at least like with Hyrule Warriors, you can chill out a little bit and go to sleep. Alright, guys. Alright. Alright. Enough the spitting, enough of the farting. But I'm gonna end this talkathon with a little one thing left to say. I plan to beat all the Zelda games, and I'm gonna give you my take.
In a few minutes, bitch.
I'm gonna give you my take of which Zelda games are best to worst. And I'm gonna let you know right now, the best Zelda game is is
I like
probably
turtles.
going to be, you know, you know what I'm trying to say. You know which game is going to be. You'll have to wait and see. You know what I'm saying? All right, yo. Thanks for watching. This is on YouTube now. If you guys ever want to watch this again, it'll be on YouTube. Leave a like, a comment, a request to talk about. I'll talk about anything. Maybe next time I'm going to talk about the Knicks. Mountain Star loves basketball. Maybe one stream I'll talk about the Steelers too. All right, guys. Remember, these are your ads right here. This is what's paying for this stream. All right, guys. Take care. Have a good day. Bye. Peace. Lots of love. All right, guys. Now that was, we're done. Now we're gaming.
I'm not fucking leaving.
So I'm gonna spend at least like 20-30 minutes talking about like whatever I want.